Let me finish this thought. What's this word? Oh, I wish my dear Narcissus would return so I could ask. His handwriting is atrocious. The nearby Drelloth tomb, of course. My employer, the famous adventurer Narcissus Dren, explores its depths, searching for hidden treasure even as we speak. I hope to get to investigate a tomb one day. I am the personal assistant to Narcissus Dren, and I know a great deal about a good many things. I found the old scroll that mentioned the treasure, after all. Narcissus has been... You'll check on Narcissus? How sweet. I will make certain you get a mention in his next book. I suppose he just lost track of time studying an intriguing relic or some such. But I will feel so much better if you go into Drelotov and see if he's all right. Certainly. I'd be more than happy to tell you all about the great Narcissus Dren and his exciting adventures. What do you want to know? You don't know the great Narcissus Dren? He explores the world's most dangerous locations and writes books so that his beloved admirers can experience his adventures vicariously. It is much more than mere admiration. Narcissus Dren fills my heart the way mead fills an earthen jar. Someday, we will undergo the ritual of Mara and live happily. I suppose I can take credit for that. I found an old scroll in a Talvani bookshop and took it right to Narcissus for analysis. His translation indicated there were...
Not so loud. That creature in the next chamber is a tricky one. You must be my new apprentice. Well, let's start the lesson, shall we? Can you smell it? The dust of ancient elves permeates the very air of this old tomb. Ooh, assistant. Oh, you mean that young Nord woman who's been hanging about? Very kind of her. But Narcissus Dren doesn't need to be coddled. She did she? Probably told you she found it? Well, I had to translate it, and from the ancient Elven, no less. Difficult, even for me. And before it's a sneaky one. Silent as a tomb and twice as deadly. Even its shadow is terrifying. But it won't get the jump on Narcissus Dren. Sleep. I knew there was nothing to worry about. Now lead on, my stalwart companion. This tomb won't explore itself. This isn't what I expected. It's rather small. This isn't right. Where's the treasure vault? The hidden chambers? Something more interesting than a boring burial chamber. This ancient scroll indicates that if you honor the ancestors... Are you questioning my expertise? Ancient Elven is like a second language to me, and scholars across Tamriel revere my ability to make sense of historic gibberish. Let me see. This squiggle means tomb. Oh, wait. That's V, not D. Veloth tomb. Ooh, what's this button do? Deal with that, will you? Then talk to Elfbet outside!
Narcissus shot out of that tomb so fast. Just like that time my sister laughed so hard and mead spurted out her nose. Narcissus was so excited he went to find a mage to open a portal. Told us to meet him there. Wolfrey, pack up. We need to move. He did, and he told me to tell you. But why he needs your help when he has me, well, it's just beyond my comprehension. Narcissus said that he found new information. He said that the scroll was not about... You better get moving if you're going to help my Narcissus. Veloth tomb is on the west coast, just south of Nisus. Wolfrey can make his own way, just like you.
Hello? Is someone out there? I seem to have locked myself in. Who's out there? Oh, no, never mind. I don't care. I just want to get out. I recognize that voice. I knew you'd come and find me. As for my current predicament, how was I supposed to know it was a trap? The door slammed shut and locked behind me. There's probably a button or something nearby. In my experience, there's always something pushable. I remember seeing Daedric symbols on plates along the wall. Try pushing a button that's divisible by 3. Now you're just trying to prolong my agony. Divisible by 3. Try pushing the 6th panel from the left, or the 3rd panel, or maybe the 8th panel. Any of the panels in a position. Oh! Something just shocked me. Another obstacle overcome by the great Narcissus Dren. I find that escaping from an ancient trap really gets the heart pumping, provided it doesn't take too long. Indeed, Veloth Tomb. Now we need to locate the hidden passages mentioned in the scroll, and the relics of Saint Veloth will be mine. To write about in my next book, of course. Saint Veloth, perhaps. It's more likely he's buried in his shrine in Deshan. This is the family tomb. Did I tell you my mother traces her lineage to this noble line? One of them. And it's one of the larger and more significant ones, too. You should visit the place if you're ever in that part of the world. Now, I'd really like to get on. Ooh, this might be Veloth's long sought-after right pauldron. Ooh, remarkable hanging. Early Second Era, perhaps? Ah, the main chamber must be down these stairs. Now, this is a burial chamber. We just need to find the entrance to the hidden passages. According to the old scroll, there's a secret entrance that leads to the hidden passages. I don't see any obvious lever or switch. That's too bad. Examine anything that looks unusual. That harp, for instance. That's an odd accoutrement for a burial chamber. I also spot an old tome strategically placed for... I need to supervise. You are my apprentice, after all. Now get down there and find the hidden passage. Historical research isn't defilement, it's enriching. I doubt there's any apprentice. Perhaps that dusty old tome will suggest suitable offerings. Dust makes me sneeze, so you should take a look. brazier ignited. That's a good sign. You're a natural, although I suppose my mentoring has honed your talent. Happy to see the ancestors aren't materializing. I find ghosts to be rather... Oh, well done. Perhaps I should charge for my tutelage. We did it! On to the Undertomb, apprentice! No dawdling, apprentice. There's treasure nearby. I can practically smell it. Isn't it exciting? We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than 100 years. This will definitely get an in... And that surprises you. Haven't you read my books? This is very similar to that time I unearthed the secret chambers of the Master Thief of Elsewhere. Going first? That's an honor I wouldn't dream of denying you. And I'll be right behind you, offering advice and watching for opportunities to teach valuable lessons. You won't get this... something along those lines. But he was too eager, running ahead before I could offer him the advantage. Nothing important.